Hey guys, welcome to Janet being Janet. Okay, so if you're not familiar with me and this is your first time, my husband absolutely cannot stand big sunglasses. He doesn't like them, and so I buy cheap ones and I annoy him all the time. And he just happens to be off today. And so I'm picking out every single pair that I possibly can to annoy him. And yes, these are way too big, but it doesn't matter because I'll keep pushing them up 100 times just to annoy him. And another thing is, I was ready for bed until, I realized I have this one coming up. So we're going to just watch my face mask just peel right off as we go. So we're going to listen into Miss Amberlynn, but we're also going to remember, okay, this horse's bottom is up here on your screen for a reason. It's up here because I can be a horse's bottom sometimes, and I'm going to just be giving my opinion, and only my opinion. That's all it's going to be. I'm here for your entertainment and your entertainment alone. And that's how we're going to get into Miss Amberlynn Reed, and we're going to see what she has to say. Because most likely this video is backdated because that's what she does. So yeah, let's put these things back on and let's just hope this holds up for just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. I'll probably have to reapply. Alright, let's see if my hair will hold them in. You think my hair will hold them in? Nope, my hair won't even hold them in. I got some thick hair. Okay. Alrighty, here we go anyways.
Hello. So welcome to a new video. It's actually February 7th.
Alright, so we are responding to Beck, but we are doing it on February 7th. And if this is your last time responding to Beck, then what about these most recent ones? Are you not even going to respond to these? Huh? This is why you don't do this. You do not film your videos early and then pre-schedule them. You don't do that because you're going to have to respond to her again. So let's see what all you do respond to, Miss Amberlynn.
At 3 a.m. in the morning. Yes, I should be asleep, but here I am awake.
Bull crud. Bull crud. I've always said to you, I want to know what time you're up. Because you always say, I haven't eaten all day today. I've always wondered what time you're up is and what time you're down is. Because are you still sleeping during the day and up at night? Because that makes a huge difference.
Filming a video. I was actually getting ready to get comfy and try to sleep. My sleeping hasn't been the greatest. I've just been having...
You've been having the normal pattern that you've had forever besides when wifey was around, because wifey wouldn't put up with the crap.
A lot of anxiety, and when I have a lot of anxiety, I go to sleep really late, and I genuinely hate it. Something I've suffered with majority of my life.
Okay, so it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing until you have somebody put you in your place and say, oh no, we ain't staying up all night long. We ain't doing it because I gotta work tomorrow. When you have somebody put you in your place, you fall in line.
But anyways, I could have totally slept and waited till tomorrow to film this, but I think it's just so heavy that like I have to do it now.
No, it's just your impulsivity and you just want to run your mouth. That's all you want to do, and you need to just say you want to run your mouth.
So I can just be completely done with it. I watched Beck's new video that they posted tonight or today, or...
I guess what I should have done is watch Beck's video, I guess, because she's so late on everything. I don't know which video she's responding to and which one she's not, because I didn't even know the date.
Whatever, but it was a new one. So that video genuinely shocked me, and it made me feel stupid and dumb, and it made me realize that like the way that I viewed our relationship...
You were in the relationship. You were in the relationship. Okay, so you should know what she's going to say, and it shouldn't have shocked you whatsoever at all, because all you're trying to do is pass blame somewhere else and say, oops, not my fault, I didn't see it, not my fault.
Was completely wrong, and I was oblivious to a lot of things.
Not my fault, not my fault, not my fault. It's never her fault.
Even to the extent of the way that I treated them.
Okay, say specific. Say something specific. Just one thing. Just one thing specific, Amberlynn. Just the way you treated them? What about everything you did to treat them right? Did you do anything right? Just say sorry for everything, right? Right and wrong.
So I want to be accountable in that.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
But this is just the example that I saw in their newest video where it made me look back and be like, yeah, like we both actually viewed this relationship completely different.
Like is a filler word. Why are you saying like all of a sudden? Give specific. That's what you need to do right now, is give specific. But you won't.
So in their new video, they were reacting to a compilation video of me being rude to them for 10 minutes straight. And in the reaction, Beck stated multiple times that it's obvious that they didn't want to be on camera. And they said, oh, look at me zoning out while she's talking.
A lot of people did that, Amberlynn. There were people that said, don't put me on camera. I don't want to be on camera. Stop, Amberlynn, stop. Especially whenever you were working at the assistant care. I think that's what it was. You had somebody running from you. Stop, Amberlynn, stop. And you wouldn't stop. Bullarky, you do not care about anybody's feelings. As long as you have another character on your, as long as you have somebody else on your vlog with you to kind of make you interesting, you will do it. You do not care.
And it's like both of those things like genuinely hurt, and it made me realize like I didn't even notice these things.
What does genuinely mean? What does it mean, Amberlynn? What does it mean to be a genuine person? Learn that definition.
Just like how when I was in a relationship with them, I didn't notice how mean or rude I could come off until looking back, and I just feel super remorseful.
If you notice, she cannot give you one time, not one time, she feels remorseful. When do you often express remorse? She feels remorseful.
I viewed our whole relationship a certain way that it wasn't. I genuinely thought that they wanted to be on camera and that they were okay with being on camera.
She keeps saying genuinely, okay? So when she was washing her hair, she wasn't washing it for 2 months. When she was taking a shower, she couldn't even get in the bathtub. But she's genuinely feeling a certain way.
And I was so accustomed to them zoning out or seeming like they didn't want to be on camera that like that was normal for me. But I didn't know that the zoning out and the look on their face, etc., was like...
Not etc., etc. No. You're trying to get out of absolutely everything. You cannot do that. No, ma'am. You don't get to use filler words. No, you will not go into one point. Why don't you say, I'm sorry that you had to wipe my bottom way too many times. Say something like that you mean. I mean, that was a big, huge moment in time. And I'm using that as a big, huge, point. Say something like that, because that was a big moment that everybody latched onto. As soon as Beck said that in that live stream, everybody latched onto that. And people were like, we knew it. Come out and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that as my girlfriend, you had to experience that for so long. Just come out and say something like that. Pinpoint a situation that you're actually sorry for, but you're not.
An indication that they weren't listening to me or that they didn't want to be on camera, like that is like news to me. So knowing that like I viewed our relationship one way and it wasn't, like I genuinely look stupid, but I guess like maybe I low-key deserve it. Realizing that we both viewed...
Amberlynn, you view things the way you want to view things. And the way you view things is I, me. That's the way you've always been, and that's the way you will always be. That's why on those live streams, you didn't want to pay Beck. And Beck was the one that carried those live streams. The moment Beck left and it was just you on those live streams, you couldn't carry them. That's why you quit live streaming, because nobody wanted to watch just you because you were boring. You needed somebody else, and wifey wouldn't be on camera with you, so you stopped doing them. You shouldn't have done Beck that way, so why not apologize for that? And why don't you say, you know what, Beck? That error ended because I did you wrong. I owed you money. I'm sorry.
This relationship so differently actually makes it easier for me to be accountable and to apologize, because if that's the way that they truly viewed it, like, I deeply apologize for that.
What do you apologize for? They viewed it what way? What way did they view it? What way? No answer. Accountability for what? This is how you take accountability, by not taking accountability with a just a blanket all the way around. You're just covering it. That's what you're doing. You're just saying blanket apology. Okay, it's all better now.
And there's nothing I can do to change their opinions and their thoughts and their experience, because that's what they lived. I wasn't the greatest girlfriend. I wasn't the most perfect girlfriend, but I will say I'm not all good. I'm not all bad.
Is that the reason why every single one of them have broken up with you? Wifey ran. Wifey ran. I'm gonna have to get me another pair of sunglasses. Couldn't run fast enough. What does that say about you?
And I wasn't that way then either. Like, our relationship was definitely complex. And even though it might not be visible to the public or even to Beck in this moment, I have taken accountability.
You have not. Keep using that word. That word has no meaning to you at all. Not one bit. You don't even know, you do not even know how to be an adult.
For the things that I've done. And in the video, they even stated, like, I don't want you to reach out to me. And that's very much why I haven't, because I wanted to respect those boundaries. But they said, I don't want an apology from you.
So that's what you're doing now, right? Here's my question. February 7th was your last response, and that's it, right? It's your last response to Beck. Why are you on your current live streams, your very current live streams, talking about Beck? Why? If this was your last response and this is what you put out, why are you talking about Beck? Because you are a liar. You are taking responsibility and accountability in this video, right? Why are you still talking about Beck? Right? Why? Because you're nothing but a liar and you don't know what accountability means.
I genuinely feel like Beck deserves an apology for the wrongdoings that I did do.
Quit saying that word. You're not a genuine person. Don't use that word. When you learn what it is, you can use it. Until then, you're giving that word a bad definition. Don't use that word. No, ma'am.
But if they don't want to accept it or hear it, then I have to be okay with that. I'm not going to apologize to the internet. The apology wasn't for you guys. It was for them. I feel like in this situation, like, this type of accountability should be handled in private, just like the apology should have.
Just like you're doing by going behind a paywall, right? And to your members, talking crap about Beck, and then going, oh, well, you know what? I'm sorry. You're not sorry for nothing. You're not. You're pretty much saying, hey, y'all, don't be mad at me. So you can have your babies, you know, on your side, and you can have all these people think that you're such a good person. Nope. Life don't work like that.
And the sort of discussion that is, like, happening between back and forth with us, like, these things should be happening in private.
There is no discussion going back and forth. There is no talking to you. Beck said, don't talk about me. That's what Beck said. Keep my name out of your mouth. You wouldn't do it. So Beck said, all right, let's go.
And it's like, when personal matters like this are brought onto, like, a public platform, I feel like backed up in a corner, like, I have to defend myself or I have to say something. But it's like, I'm not going to sit here and go through every single thing that they said, like every single claim, every single this or that.
You are in damage mode. That's what you're in. You're like, oh, no. Nope. Beck is coming after me. No. She knows way too much. She's going to spill way too much. I can't let this happen. No. And you're going, okay, let me apologize in front of everybody. Even though you're, do you grasp this, Amberlynn? You were saying that you don't owe any apology in the public, right? All of this should be handled behind the scenes, right? What are you doing right now? You are on social media. You are on YouTube right now, in public, apologizing instead of doing it behind the scenes. You don't have to contact Beck directly. You don't have to. Don't sit here and complain because it wasn't directed first behind the scenes, because you started this. And don't call Beck out for it not being behind the scenes when, once again, you started this and you are on a public platform right now continuing it.
Because that is just gonna fuel negativity. I truly don't feel like the back and forth is productive for either of us. But if they truly feel like sharing their story is what is gonna help them in the long run,
just hush. Hush your mouth. Let Beck tell her side. You've said enough about Beck. Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth.
then go for it. But I have to genuinely step away.
Quit saying that word. It's a filler word for you. It's just a filler word. You're not a genuine person. Quit using that word.
Like I said, I wasn't going to speak about them, and that was standing. But like hearing all of these things being said, it's been hard for me because it's like I have shown growth in my personal life, and it's hard to like...
If you had shown so much growth, you would have left this alone. You would have just let Beck speak. You would. You just leave it alone. And just be like, okay, Beck's saying what Beck wants to say. I've grown. I have. I've learned a lot by being on YouTube. You've been on here 11 years, right? 11 years? And you're freaking out because somebody's finally just speaking out on you. You knew Destiny would. Destiny don't care. But you thought Beck, you were going to keep silent. Didn't work, did it?
Show growth publicly when these are things that like was happening behind the scenes. So publicly, I might look the same to you guys, but I have changed a lot.
See, publicly, she wants to look the same. Publicly, she wants to have a reputation of, oh, you know, I'm not that bad of a person. And that's what I saw publicly. That's what I saw. And then whenever I started seeing stuff from behind the scenes, I was like, wait a second. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. That's what I started to see. And I was like, no. That can't support somebody like that.
I am always open for growth and for changing to be a better person every single day. And I want to reflect on the past more because that actually genuinely helps me see.
Quit saying. Amberlynn, you have used genuinely so many different times. Please, please. You have said genuine person, genuine C. You have said it so many different times. Go look it up. Just Google. Google's your best friend. Google.
Ways that I need to improve and ways that I already have improved. And I just want to say that anytime that I had Beck on my channel, it was never out of malice. I never meant to disrespect them.
Beck had just had a tooth pulled, okay? She's sitting on the end of the bed. And you ask her about how she was feeling, and she said she was hungry. You looked right at her and said, maybe you should go eat something. Instead of getting up or attempting to get up to go and make her something to eat, you sat there. You sat there and you filmed them while they were in pain. Okay? In severe pain. No, you knew they didn't want to be on camera. You knew that.
And I really, 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 really did love them. This might be a little tea because no one knows, but when Beck and I were just friends while I was with Feline, and Feline did know this, don't worry.
Is this going to be actual tea? Or what is this going to be? If Feline knew it, what kind of tea is this going to be? Because you have to share bad tea on Beck. Because that's what you do to people, is share bad tea. Because you threaten Beck with it.
One night I got really, really drunk, and I told Beck, like, I really was in love with you, and I still love you. Like, you're a great person. And
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I really was in love with you. I still love you. Make it make sense. You was, past. I am, present. I'm in love with you. I've been in love with you. I think you're lying. You don't put somebody that you love through the stuff that you put them through. You don't do it.
I hyped them up because genuinely,
do y'all ever hear Amberlynn say one word so many times? Ever heard it? There's a reason.
I owe so much to them, and I have so much gratitude to them. They were there for me during some of the hardest moments of my life, i.e., when I was diagnosed with cancer. But I have never tried to show them in a certain way. Nothing was ever out of malice.
How long did it take you to sit down and write this? Did you write it yourself? Just wondering.
From the bottom of my heart, and I just really needed to make that clear. Like, honestly, all I can really do is just continue working on myself. My focus moving forward is to just ignore it all. Like, I wanted to take...
Yeah, you lied about that, didn't you? You lied about that. Because in the future, you don't ignore it all. You go behind a paywall and you talk about Beck. Mm-hmm. Yep.
What Beck is doing and put it in like a positive way and put a positive spin to it and like be like, yeah, I am accountable. But at the same time, obviously, like, I do find frustrations in the ways that I feel like they are exaggerating or they have lied.
Amberlynn, it's mirror time. It's mirror time. Go get a mirror. Look in it for me.
I do firmly believe that two things can happen at once. I can be accountable, but I can also be frustrated. But I'm not...
You need to be frustrated with yourself. You did it. If you're taking accountability, you need to be frustrated with yourself. That's part of taking accountability.
Accountable and frustrated about the same things. Like everyone likes to say, there are three sides to every story. Their side, my side, the truth. And like a really good example of like people viewing things differently, like kind of what's going on with like Blake and Justin.
Oh, no, no, ma'am. No. This is nothing like that. Absolutely nothing like that.
Blake feels like one thing happened, while Justin's like, no, that's not what happened.
There's proof, right? Is there proof in the situation? But yours went on for how many years? Didn't you film a minor in their bathing suit? Didn't you tell her to show it off? Didn't you? Did you just... Was that you? I think that was you. I could be wrong, but I think that was you.
So you know what? I can't even sit here and firmly be like, okay, Beck is lying, because if they viewed it that way, then I have to accept that for what it is, because what's true to someone and the way that they view something might not be true.
Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Nope. Because you're going to stand on your truth, I'm going to stand on mine, and I am not going to blame myself, and I'm not going to take accountability. I may tell you I'm going to take accountability, but I'm not going to take accountability.
To everyone else in the room, I want to play devil's advocate here for a second. If I'm remembering something wrong that Beck genuinely remembers as like a full truth, then that's fair as well, because I have really bad memory problems due to moments of high stress, trauma.
Excuse. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. There you go. Broke it down for you.
BPD, when I have anxiety, sometimes I'll literally like black out because I'm so anxious. And I just want to say, whether my apology was behind a paywall, whether it was in a Snapchat.
That's how you know. Amberlynn knows it was wrong. Amberlynn knows she's wrong. That's why she brought it up. She knows she's wrong.
Whether it's in a YouTube video or whether I say it to Beck directly, it is 100% sincere. And I have apologized to them personally.
Okay, so why are you doing it publicly now? Why? You trying to clear your name?
But that was years ago after our breakup. Beck and I was friends for about a year after we broke up. And obviously that didn't work out, which I understand, but I did apologize to them. I don't think that I took...
You did them wrong. You did them really, really, really wrong. You made them leave so that you could move wifey in. You made them leave with no money because you didn't want to give them any money. You just wanted them out of the house. Gave them a car that was pretty much on its last leg. Yeah.
As much accountability as I do take now, because like I said, every day I like to reflect and just grow into a better person. So I'm not going to sit here and list off every single claim that they said, and
because that means you have to say I'm sorry for every single claim that they said. That's what it means. And you're not going to do it.
Write down like, okay guys, these are the things that are true and these are the things that aren't. These are the things that I'm accountable for.
You have to take, Amberlynn, you cannot use the word accountable over and over and over again and expect it to stick. It doesn't work that way. One word is not going to change how people look at you and how people don't look at you. It does not work that way at all. You can use that one word 10,000 times. It's not going to change my mind. It's not going to change other people's mind. Your actions is what's going to change.
Like, there's no productivity in that, because whether the internet knows what I'm accountable for versus what I'm not accountable for, that doesn't bother me. The only person that I'm worried about and them actually hearing me.
If it doesn't bother you, why are you on YouTube talking to everyone about it? Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. Don't worry about it. If it doesn't bother you, don't worry about it. Don't speak about it. Just doop, boop. That's all you gotta do. But you do this, and then you get on your live stream and you do it, and then you do it on Instagram, and then you talk and talk and talk about Beck. Liar Lynn, right? Try to change that about yourself.
Is Beck. And if they don't want to, that's their prerogative. I'm okay with that. I want them to do whatever helps them. I'm not apologizing for myself. I'm apologizing to the person that I was in a relationship with for almost 5 years. And I hurt them, and I'm sorry for that.
Oh, no, manipulation, Lynn. Get out of the house, cause it's not gonna work. Tears don't work on me.
I really want to continue taking that experience and that relationship and learning from it. Beck can say absolutely anything from this point forward, and I am not going to respond. I genuinely wish them nothing but the best.
This is where, this is where, like, memberships come in, where she can go behind a paywall and talk about Beck.
And the apology that I need to give to you guys, if I hurt any of you during this whole thing because you guys care for Beck, then I'm also sorry for that.
Thought you didn't know an apology. Thought you didn't need to. You don't need to apologize, but you're going to anyways. Kind of contradicting yourself here, aren't you?
I'm a very flawed individual. That is not an excuse, but I'm a flawed individual that can learn from this experience.
That is an excuse. And everybody is flawed in one way or another. Doesn't matter. Nobody's perfect. So nobody else is going to sit outside and they're not going to look at you and go, I have problems, I have issues, because we all do.
And thankfully I have. Whether people see it or believe it, I know it because I am my own person and I know how I've been in past relationships.
Do you see how she was starting to cry? You see that? And now look. Nope. Clear eyes, clear everything.
And as I've gotten older and more mature and I've learned more about my BPD and just who I am as a person, I have become a better person and I have become a better girlfriend.
If you have, why did Tommy run? Why'd you lie to your audience about the type of person Tommy actually was? Tommy said she never denied it. Why did you lie to everybody? Why did you lie to your audience? Why did you do all of that? Because you wanted to. Because you could. Because you wanted to lie to everybody. Tommy was like, I don't know why.
I've become a better friend. I've become a better pet parent.
What friends do you have? You drove everybody away, woman. What friends do you have?
I've become a better daughter. I've become a better sister, but I'm still flawed. I'm super complex and nuanced, just like we all are. And this just has to be the last time that I speak about this.
If it's gonna be the last time, then quit talking. Don't quit talking. But you won't. Amberlynn, there's a time when you need to stop filming so early and then scheduling your videos out. It's sometimes hard for me to upload when I want to upload, but I won't do this whole thing of filming and schedule. I won't do that. I want to upload at the same time. I want to, do one creator, the other creator, same time, every single day. That's what I want to do. I don't always get it accomplished. So I don't get it uploaded, so I don't upload it. You like to film all at once and then upload it, schedule it for days out. That's why this right here is just so idiotic, is what it is. Because we all know that you continue talking about Beck. This is ridiculous.
Protect my peace, and I hope that Beck does things that also protects theirs. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Okay, well, there's how I feel about that. And I told you it wasn't gonna last. I told you it wasn't. I was like, man, and my sunglasses, they didn't last. But hey, I'm still gonna go in there and I'm still gonna pester him. I don't know. How do you get cheap sunglasses to fit your head? See that? I don't know how you get them to fit your head. But, like I said, cheap sunglasses. But I gotta go and do this all over again. But I'm gonna try to get this one out tonight. That's what I try to do. I'm trying to get on a schedule. I'm trying to, but sometimes it's hard. But, alrighty, guys. Yeah. I don't know. Because this is so far behind. It really is. Today is the 16th. And or tonight is the 16th. Sorry. And going all the way back to the 7th, like I said, I didn't go back and I didn't even know the date on this until just now. What I do is I record them on my computer. I just leave it alone. I hit record and I leave it alone so that I don't even know what's being said or what's being done. So, anywho, I'm going to go and try to get this up for tonight if I can. I hope I can so that I can get back on schedule. But I hope y'all have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this, and you remember to smile today. See, it's all going to come off now. No. Feels so good, right? Oh, no. You just got to go hard. Yeah. Okay. Makes your skin feel good, right? But I hope y'all smile today, or you make somebody else smile. because it really can make a difference. Alrighty, guys, y'all have a good one for me. Alright, bye! Yeah, he gets these. Yeah, I'm gonna do these. I have a whole basket over there, so I pick some out of the basket, and then I go in there real fast. Yep, that's the fun part. Alright, guys, y'all have a good one. Bye!